All right, picture this. There's this girl who's always lingering around your space, stealing quick glances when she thinks you're not looking. Does she like you? Or is it just in your head? Spoiler alert, she might be way more into you than she's letting on, but she also thinks you're the one who's just not interested. Trust me, attraction can be sneaky, and people don't always come out and say what they're feeling. Welcome to today's video, where we're breaking down the secret signals girls send when they like you but think they're totally in the friend zone. These aren't your standard "she laughs at your jokes" signs. Oh no, we're going deeper than that. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, so you never miss these subtle yet oh so powerful cues again. If you've been raising an eyebrow wondering, wait, does she like me? You're not going to want to miss this. Let's hop in! 1. The eyes don't lie. All right, first up is the ultimate classic, but with a twist. Have you noticed a girl looking at you a little too often, but in a way that feels different? Like, it's not just a random glance, but almost like her eyes are trying to say something? That right there, my friend, is what I like to call silent flirting. Eye contact is powerful. It's like a secret handshake of attraction. If a girl is constantly finding your eyes in a crowd or holding her gaze for just a second too long, it's not by accident. Trust me, people don't accidentally stare at someone they don't care about. And when it comes to moments like shared glances, they're worth noticing. For example, you're sitting at a cafe, minding your business, scrolling through your phone, and bam! You catch her looking. But then she quickly averts her eyes like she's been caught. That's her showing interest without explicitly saying it. But here's the kicker. Prolonged eye contact is even more telling. If her gaze lingers just that little bit longer, it's practically her sending out a flare, hoping you pick up on it. The thing about eye contact is that it cuts through all the guesswork. It's raw, it's real, and it's hard to fake. Girls are so much more expressive with their eyes than guys usually catch on to. So next time you notice her looking, don't just brush it off. A confident return of her gaze might just spark something magical. 2. The conversation catalyst. Now listen up, because this is big. If a girl is always the one breaking the silence, starting conversations, or just finding excuses to talk to you, she's not doing it for no reason. This is what I like to call conversation chemistry. She's basically creating chances to connect with you. Think about it. If someone isn't into you, they're not going out of their way to chat with you, right? A girl who likes you will ask about your day, want to learn about your interests, or even use random little things as conversation starters. Imagine this scenario. You're at work or school, just typing away on your laptop, and she comes over, not with anything important, but just to talk about the weather or compliment your notebook. It's small talk, sure, but don't dismiss it. It's her opening the door for you to engage. She might even ask random personal questions, like what your favorite place to eat is or what kind of movies you're into. Why? Because she's trying to learn more about you, to find common ground, and to keep the vibe going. By the way, pay attention to how she reacts when you talk. Is she just nodding along, or does she respond with enthusiasm and follow-up questions? If she's truly invested in the conversation's flow, you're onto something good. Don't underestimate the power of these seemingly casual interactions. They're her way of making sure you're within her orbit. 3. Laughs like you're a stand-up comedian. Ever noticed how a girl will laugh way too much at your jokes, even when they're not funny? Yep, that's what I call laughter in love. And no, it's not because she thinks you're the next Kevin Hart. When a girl is into you, she finds reasons to laugh around you. It's her way of telling you, look, I love the way you make me feel. Think about it. If she's cracking up at your terrible dad jokes or smiling at every little witty remark you make, that's not random. Those smiles and laughs are her way of signaling that she genuinely enjoys your presence and wants to keep you around. Here's the thing about laughter. It's contagious and incredibly vulnerable. When two people share a laugh, it deepens their connection in a way that words just can't. She's not just laughing because you're funny, okay, maybe you're a little funny. She's laughing because it makes her feel closer to you. If her laugh feels personal, like she saves it just for you, it's a sign she's striving to build a bond that's more than casual. And if you get super specific signs like her brushing your arm while laughing or leaning in closer, take the hint, man. Don't overthink it. Just appreciate the vibes and give her a reason to laugh a little longer. 4. The touch that feels like fire. All right, this one's huge because physical touch doesn't lie. If she's finding subtle excuses to touch you, like brushing your arm, fixing your collar, or even playfully shoving you, it's time to pay attention. I call this one touch talk because her hands are saying things her words haven't. Here's a secret about touch. When people feel comfortable around someone they like, they naturally inch closer. Her doing things like patting your shoulder mid-conversation or bumping knees under the table isn't just random body language, it's intentional. She's communicating through small, meaningful gestures that she's comfortable in your physical space. But not all touches are created equal. Friendly touches are light and casual, but touches that signal attraction feel more deliberate. For example, fixing something on your shirt might feel way softer or last a second longer than necessary. It carries this underlying energy, as if she wants you to notice that she's noticing you. Wait, have you felt her hand accidentally brushing yours while you're handing her something? Congratulations! That spark you noticed wasn't an accident. Pay attention to how often it happens because, trust me, no one accidentally does this multiple times. 5. The eavesdropper level listener. Finally, the ultimate sign she's into you. This one goes under the radar often, but it's huge. I call it listener loyalty. If she remembers the tiniest details about what you say, it means you're constantly on her mind. Girls don't just remember stuff randomly about guys they don't care about. If she recalls that one time you mentioned your favorite childhood cartoon or follows up on a story you told weeks ago, she's giving you a big green flag. This is her saying, "Hey, I listen to you because I care." To spot this sign, think about how engaged she is when you talk. Does she put her phone down and give you her undivided attention? Does she ask thoughtful follow-up questions? If she's doing all this, consider it more than just politeness. It's her telling you that you're important to her, even if she doesn't come out and say it explicitly. But why does this matter, you ask? Because active listening builds emotional intimacy, which is the foundation of any deep connection. When she remembers and brings up the little things, she's showing you that you matter on a level that's far beyond surface attraction. If you've been questioning whether she likes you or not, this sign should seal the deal. 6. Flirty fireworks, aka playful teasing. Okay, here's one that might sound simple, but it's loaded with deeper meaning. When a girl likes you, she'll often tease you in the most charming, playful way. Think of it as her way of flirting without saying a word. Instead of straight up confessing her feelings, she might joke about your hobbies, poke fun at your quirks, or challenge your choices in the most hilariously adorable way. Say you're into an obscure band or a certain kind of coffee and she's all like, really? That's so basic. But her tone, it's dripping in playfulness. It's her way of saying, I'm paying attention to the little things about you, while also lightening the mood. This teasing isn't about criticism. It's about building a unique bond that only the two of you share. And those jokes, they're usually her indirect way of testing the waters and seeing how you respond. Bonus points if she grins like she just cracked the joke of the century whenever she teases you. It's her way of showing she feels comfortable with you while subtly keeping the mood light and fun. Don't brush it off! Here's what to do if you spot this sign. Don't take the teasing too seriously. Always banter back with a grin or laugh. If you play along with her little jabs, you're showing that you're interested without making things too heavy. This can lead to some of the most engaging, flirtatious conversations that strengthen your connection instantly. 7. Magnet mode, aka always finding reasons to be near you. One telltale sign that a girl is really into you is her tendency to magically appear wherever you are. It might feel like a happy coincidence at first, but trust me, it's more intentional than you think. She'll find excuses to spend time with you, whether that means joining a group activity you're a part of, stopping by your side of town conveniently, or just being near you whenever she has the chance. Imagine this scenario. You're at a party, chilling with some friends, and every time you look up, there she is. Whether it's offering to grab you a drink or saying, "Oh, hey, fancy running into you here," at your favorite coffee shop. These aren't just strokes of luck. She's making an effort to share your space without making it glaringly obvious. She might even initiate plans with you, but in a casual, low-pressure kind of way. Maybe she suggests checking out a new movie because it's right up your alley, or she needs your help with something that, honestly, she could probably do herself. This isn't manipulation. It's her way of creating moments to deepen the bond without risking outright rejection. If this keeps happening, don't ignore it. Ask her to join you in something you like, whether that's trying out a local activity or grabbing a meal. When you reciprocate the interest, it builds mutual trust and shows her you're paying attention. 8. Words that glow, aka compliments and cheerleading. Guys, compliments aren't just compliments when it comes to someone who likes you. If a girl is always hyping you up, pointing out things she admires about you, or being your personal cheerleader, she's not just being nice. She's pouring her admiration into words, and that speaks volumes about her feelings. A girl who likes you won't hesitate to shower you with praise in a way that feels unusually personal. It's not just, "Oh, nice shirt." It's more like, "That shirt really suits your style, Dot. You always know how to pick out the best outfits." See the difference? She's adding specific, heartfelt details that show she sees you in a way others might not. And encouragement? That's a massive sign, too. Maybe you've mentioned an upcoming project you're nervous about and she's right there saying, I know you're going to crush it. You've got this. These aren't just words of support. They're her way of showing she believes in you, which is an emotional investment that shouldn't be overlooked. Pro tip: respond with genuine gratitude when she compliments or supports you. Acknowledge the back-and-forth dynamic her compliments create by giving one in return. 9. The Double Tap Detective, aka Social Media Clues. Welcome to the age of digital dating signals. You might be surprised how much a girl's social media habits reveal about her feelings for you. If she's always liking, commenting, or interacting with your posts, it's not just a fluke. The digital breadcrumbs she's dropping are her way of staying on your radar without putting herself out there too blatantly. Here's how you can tell it's more than casual scrolling. Does she consistently respond to your stories, write charming comments on your posts, or even drop inside jokes in her DMs? Watch how often she initiates engagement versus how passive she is with others. For example, she might comment, "Wow, you're always finding the coolest places to eat," or "That song you posted is a vibe." Any form of personalized attention is a major indicator that she's invested. Bonus points if she tags you in memes or posts related to your shared interests. That's her trying to strengthen your bond without needing a scheduled IRL interaction. She's essentially inviting herself into your thought space. Pro tip: return the attention. Engage back with her posts. It's an easy yet effective way to build rapport while letting her know you've noticed. 10. The green-eyed glow, aka protective or jealous little actions. Okay, jealousy is a tricky one, but hear me out. A girl's protective or slightly jealous tendencies can reveal her deep emotional investment in you. Now, I'm not talking about over-the-top possessive behavior. These are small, endearing moments where her concern or jealousy bubbles up subtly. Maybe you mention another girl in passing, and suddenly her facial expression changes, even though she plays it cool. Does she ask follow-up questions about your plans or look a little too interested in who you're hanging out with? That's her inner feelings working overtime, but it's not always negative. Protective behaviors like checking to make sure you're okay during a stressful time or giving advice about people in your life also fall into this category. It's her way of saying, "I care about you and I don't want someone else taking my spot." Whenever you notice this sign, don't hold it against her. Instead, take it as a compliment. Her subtle jealousy or protective instincts are her way of claiming emotional space without saying it outright. Understanding the proven signs that a girl likes you, but thinks you're not interested, can help bridge the gap between confusion and connection. Paying attention to these subtle or protective behaviors allows you to recognize her feelings and respond thoughtfully. If you notice these signs, don't overlook them or dismiss her intentions. She's expressing her emotions in her own way. By acknowledging her efforts and being open about your feelings, you can foster clearer communication and potentially create a meaningful relationship built on trust and mutual understanding. Never miss these signs. They might be the start of something special.